Welcome back. Today I am joined by three experts that, for Halloween, comprise the panel of evil. Here to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me, my first guest was the leader of Germany and the head of the Nazi Party from 1933 to 1945. Please welcome Adolf Hitler.
Hello, Brian.
Hi.
Hail me.
Hail you. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Isn't it wonderful to be back here, alive in the world?
Is it? You tell me.
Yes, it is.
How have the last 70 or so years been?
They've been great.
Yeah?
Oh, watching a national healthcare system be implemented around the country. Seeing around the world drones destroying people, innocent people by en masse. It is a dream come true.
So you're finding the afterlife very entertaining.
Oh, yes, and I love the Blades. Oh, my God, it's my favorite channel on television.
No kidding.
That Glenn Beck, man, he speaks truth to power.
My next guest won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002 and was the 39th president of the United States, who has since turned pure evil. Please welcome Evil Jimmy Carter. Hello, sir.
Hello, Brian. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure.
I've been alive about 350 years now, and I was
kidding.
worried I'd never make it onto the blaze.
You've been alive that long?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So,
well, evil sustains you, Brian. It's a food you can chew on that'll
interesting.
allow you to continue your life longer than is normal.
so you've since turned, I mean, you didn't come across as evil back in the 70s.
Oh, didn't I,
Incompetent,
Brian?
Perhaps,
Didn't I?
No, I mean, really?
You kidding me? I kept us out of the Olympics, Brian.
Right.
I pushed harsh energy conservation laws. I mean, that's textbook evil shit right there, Brian.
Okay.
Even I went to the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's
You were
more evil
disappointed,
than
though,
me,
weren't
for
you?
sure.
No, it's...
And for my final guest, we were going to have John Wayne Gacy, famous serial killer, return, but he's out with pink eye. So replacing him is, for some reason, a simple suburban woman who claims to have big plans for Halloween. Please welcome Kitty Matthews. Kitty.
Hello.
Must be strange to be here with Adolf Hitler and evil Jimmy Carter.
It's a little strange,
On the
yes.
panel of evil. You just seem...
A little bit, but I've got my eye on the prize. I love this time of year. I love decorating my house for Halloween, getting ready for all the kids to come over, and
Love the autumn.
love autumn, love fall, love kids running around.
Yeah, you have kids of your own?
unattended by grown-ups. I don't have any kids.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But not for much longer, because there's going to be a lot of kids running around, and they come over for trick-or-treating, and I give them candy. It's my favorite time of year.
Okay. Let's talk about this. The Obamacare rollout has not gone so well. Sebelius will be testifying, I believe, on Monday.
Yes.
About the rollout. The website's not working. Just general chaos. A lot of disappointment across the board. Chancellor Hitler.
Yeah.
What is some undertaking of yours that kind of was a colossal failure at the start?
But Brian, the simple answer is opening up a second front. I would say that initially the strategy to march to Moscow was one of complete hubris.
This was because in the middle of the war with France and everybody else, you decided to go to Russia.
Yes, I was going to Russia. I was crushing everyone. I was crushing them.
You were crushing.
And every day I would say to myself, Hitler, what are you doing? Why you go to Moscow? And every day I would betray myself. And this is the ultimate conundrum of the human mind. So it's always great expectations, low outcome. Same thing with Russia. And then that healthcare website, please.
Yeah.
I tried for 3 hours to sign up for it.
No success.
No, there's no success. It was like Russia all over again.
I'm so sorry. President Carter, what is a big undertaking that you were looking forward to that didn't work out so well?
Yeah, well, Brian, I'm just sorry I couldn't keep our country out of more Olympics.
Oh,
You know,
really?
I kept us out of the 80 Olympics in Russia, you know, but I wish I could keep, you know, my goal here is to develop very weak, you know, whiny liberal kids in this country. My peanut farm was actually a weapons facility. I was making weapons-grade peanuts and developing a gun where you could shoot a peanut right into a kid's mouth who had an allergy, make him swell up, you know, start the whining process early in him, right? So he wants to stay at home and he wants to build houses for the poor and join my Habitat for Humanity.
Weapons-grade peanuts?
Weapons-grade peanuts. I'm
Into
not
the
talking
mouths of-
about planters here. I'm talking about Carter nuts.
Enriched? Do you run them through a centrifuge or something?
Yeah, you do the centrifuge thing. Yeah, you sound like you know what you're talking about. We could use a good mind like yours at the Carter Nut facility.
Interesting. I will keep it in mind.
I'll get you a brochure.
Oh, thank you. Kitty, I don't still know why you're on the panel of evil, but what is a big undertaking of yours that did not work out?
Oh, sure. Well, the first thing I'll think of is last Halloween did not go the way that I planned it.
Why not?
Yeah, well, I had some things set up, and it turns out I didn't quite secure all my loose ends.
Okay.
So as the children were coming over to trick or treat, they were able to then leave. Whereas this year, I'm really thinking that they're going to come over trick or treat, and then they will stay.
When you say stay, like you're having a Halloween party or some kind
Sort of, Brian. It's sort of more like I'm going to bring them into my home,
Sure.
and they will be there with me and call me mom, and I will
that
raise them as my own.
you're going to kidnap children.
I have full-size candy bars, kids, so don't be afraid to come over and get those candy bars. And then if they enter my home and they find that they have their room set up for them with all their favorite toys, and then they just start, you know, assuming that I'm their new mother, and you know that relationship forms.
Interesting.
Then that's what's going to happen.
But it's terrible.
Hitler, you're an expert on crime.
This is awful.
Does that sound like kidnapping to you, Hitler?
Yes, it sounds like kidnapping. It's terrible.
President
It's
Hitler,
terrible.
full-size candy bars, Hitler.
I love children and I love dogs, and I don't like what I'm hearing.
Well, I love children too, and when they come into my home, and then I raise them as my own for years and years and years. I mean, I plan on being a good mom. I mean, how does it matter how you get your children?
Well,
the point is that you parent them properly, which I do plan on doing.
I'm sorry, guys. I've got to break with both of you.
All right.
I say no, no, no.
All right, thank you, Hitler. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the panel of evil right after this.
That was sassy.
It's very reminiscent of No, 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 No by Destiny's Child.
Okay, before we leave, trick or treat.
Oh, absolutely trick.
And what is the trick?
My trick will be the slow indoctrination of a population with a sense of unjustness, and then turning that sense of unjustness into a focal point. Whatever it is, may it be the Jew, the poor,
Gypsies.
Gypsies, or don't get me started on gypsies.
I won't.
I heard you employ one here.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, if I find her, I will eat her bones.
Okay, well, she set up your microphone.
Oh.
President Carter, trick or treat.
I'd have to say treat, Brian.
And what would the treat be?
The treat will be a Habitat for Humanity coming over and making a house for you if you're too poor to afford one.
Wow.
And then in turn, you'll start thinking everybody owes you something and you never work a day in your life.
Interesting, I like that. Kitty, trick or treat?
Well, I'm going to say both.
Oh.
Trick, you're mine forever. Treat, I'm a better mom than your original mom.
You are sick.
This woman's a monster, I have to say.
But
You have
it's
earned your
both
place
a
on the
trick
panel
and
of evil.
treat because now you
would
have a
think.
better family.
You think they have a better family.
Well, I know.
Now we know why she's on the panel of evil.
I can't believe you brought me here, Brian, to
so
sit
sorry.
next to this monster.
I'm sorry, President Carter.
I am offended by this.
Sorry, Chancellor.
What is this woman talking about?
You had the
I would
choice to pick a
never
new
do-
mom.
I would
you
never
have picked
do
a new
this.
mom?
Wow.
Ava wanted a child.
Yeah?
Ava wanted a child, and I said, no. First off, we ain't going to have sex unless you've got a shoehorn, because I always have a softie.
That's all the time we have for this week's BS of A. I'm your host, Brian Sack. Join us next week for a brand new episode. Like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter, share our videos on YouTube. And this week, our huggable Matt Fisher came down with pink eye, and producer Jack Helmuth tested positive for mononucleosis, a disease normally associated with kissing teenagers. What can you do to help them? Pre-order The United States versus Santa Claus, the hilarious book about the actual war on Christmas, immediately at Amazon.com. If everyone watching buys 2 copies, doctors assure me that both of them will be fine. If you don't, they're going to die. No pressure. Happy Halloween, America, and good night. You
Get
perpetually...
Huh? What?
What about the rumors? The
The
rumor about...
rumors of syphilis?
No, that you don't have a pair.
Oh, I have one nut.
Yeah.
Yes, the other one I was cut off.
Because?
I did it.
Yourself. So you're like a Van Gogh, but lower.